Welcome back to Enigma Climbing. I want to talk about something important today. Quite often I'm thinking, what's the most important thing in climbing? Is it finger strength? Is it technique? Full body strength? What is it exactly? What makes a great climber? Now, obviously it's all of these things. Then I also think to myself, what if I had to choose one thing? What would I say? The answer is problem solving. Because you see, you can listen to what I say, you can take my advice, you can take advice of other people, but in the end, the most important thing is always going to be your ability to put everything together, your ability to know yourself and your ability to apply it in climbing and in training so that you do get better. I would say that I am correct in some things, but I could be wrong in others. And so again, it's up to you to figure out which lessons you take and from who. You see, the ability to problem solve opens doors. It really is the answer to what you have to do, how strong your fingers need to be, what kind of technical work you need to work on. Obstacles always arise. And unless you have a private coach to solve these problems for you, then you're kind of stuck with your own knowledge, with your own interpretation of everything that you learn from books, from social media, from reading, from listening to podcasts. And it's always up to you to decide when to change things up and when to keep going, when to be stubborn, when to just push through. So how do you go about solving problems anyway? What are some good techniques that steer you in the right direction? If I had to teach it in 3 steps, I think I would do it like this. First, you take action. Most people know what to do already, or they have some kind of idea that's going to be relatively accurate. So just get out there and take some kind of action. Do your best to solve whatever problem you're trying to solve, whether it's, man, I can't hold on to this hold, or I just can't fit in this body position, or my training's off, my diet's off. It could be everything. It could be all of these physical, technical, and mental attributes that you could be trying to solve. So primarily just take action with the idea that you are going to reevaluate later on. Step number 2, get to know yourself. Really intimately pay attention to your weaknesses, your strengths, who are you as a person, what your goals are. It's kind of a cliche, I'm sure you've heard it before, get to know yourself and find yourself and all that stuff, but it is true though. It's true in life and it's true in climbing. Once you understand where you want to be and you understand where you are presently, then you can take action, appropriate action to problem solve and move forward while progressing. And third, gather knowledge. Man, you can't ever gather enough. Listen to coaches, listen to people that know what they're talking about, and listen while at the same time understanding their biases. You see, I can tell you a protocol on how to strengthen your fingers, and so can some pro climber, but you gotta keep in mind the difference in perspective here. Usually the celebrity professional climbers, they've been strong in the fingers forever, so they don't know how it feels like to not be able to hold a 40 or 35 millimeter edge with one hand, for example, whereas somebody like me does, because I've been falling off of these edges for the past 20 years. And maybe what I say has some bearing because of that different perspective that I have. At the same time, those professional climbers that have climbed the harder grades, they also have a different perspective and can shine light on other things in other ways that I just don't have experience in, maybe, or that I don't have experience in yet. You want to gather knowledge with a flexible mind. Let go of dogmatic thinking. Use the scientific method. Evaluate your evidence and where it comes from. All right, so after you've done these 3 things, then you rinse and repeat. Then you take action again, because now you have a better understanding of how to solve your problem. you can construct a better plan. I always like to tell people, take action first and plan later. Plan when you're tired. Because too many people get caught up in planning and planning and planning, and they never take action. On your first go, you're not gonna get everything right. Your first attempt in solving your problem, you may mess up a little bit, and that's okay. And so it's always a cycle. It's important to understand this, that in life, you're always gonna be learning. You're never gonna be a perfect problem solver. You're never gonna know all the knowledge. You're never gonna have the perfect plan. And that's why you gotta keep cycling. Each cycle that you do should get you closer to where you wanna be. And so when you take action again, it's gonna be way more productive. Well, I guess that's all I wanna say for this morning. So in a quick summary, I would say the most important thing in rock climbing is your ability to problem solve. So get out there, get on your projects, have some success this year. Peace out. I'll see you later.